Hello everyone, welcome to the Dota 2 cast. My name is Automo and I'll be casting this game, which is a high level captain mode between two stacks. This is around the 4.5 to 5k MMR range. So the Dire team bans the Doom and the Winter Wyvern, and the Rain team bans the Undying and the Dazzle. Kinda interesting to see what they're going with. Not sure what the Dire team is gonna pick. I already actually had to rewind so you can see how reborn things work. By if you rewind, they already show you this part. I'm not exactly. I already know the Dire pick the Disruptor. I'm not sure who the Rain pick afterwards. Disruptor pretty good support to start with. Glimpses, of course, are really useful, and Thunderstrike got buffed to have its cooldown reduced. Damage is still the same, of course. And yeah, he's just an overall really good support. Brings a lot of harass now. People building him a bit differently. They can go more points in Thunderstrike or more points in Glimpse before people ever used to max out Glimpse. But now you can put more points in Thunderstrike because the cooldown goes down and does a lot of damage. Let's see who the Radiant are gonna pick. They go with Earthshaker, and who else is gonna be? Alright, so both teams starting out with their supports. Earthshaker and Witch Doctor. Could be an offlane Earthshaker, but that's unlikely. So it's going to be Earthshaker and Witch Doctor. Lots of stuns and control coming out from these two, especially Earthshaker. And Silencer's a really good person to go up against that because his ultimate cancels the Witch Doctor's ultimate, of course. So that's really good to start out with. Dire ban out the TA, don't want to go up against him, and the Gyrocopter is banned out by the Radiant side. Both teams keep keeping their draft pretty open. I mean, Silencer, he could be mid, but he's mostly usually played as a support, and we really don't know what to start countering. But the Silencer is a really good pickup, I feel. I feel like his ultimate is pretty game-changing, and it's just going to be really strong to go up against all these people. Let's see, they banned out the Spectre. Spectre got buffed. Well, people thought it was a nerf at first, but turns out it is a huge buff to her dispersion. That's helped her out a lot. And let's see what's going to be the last ban coming out of the Radiant. Disruptor and Silencer, who combos well with them, honestly. They're just very versatile supports on both sides. Not as many stuns coming out on the Dire, though. They have the Glimpse, and they have a bunch of silences, and Silencer has his slow from last word, but there's no hard lockdown like there's from the Earthshaker and the Witch Doctor. But of course they have global silence, which is nice. Let's see who the Radiants are gonna ban out. They ban out the Disruptor. No, sorry, not Darkseer, damn it. Disruptor, what the hell? Now let's see who they're gonna pick out. It's gonna be interesting to find out. So far, it's really hard to decide. Both these two, out of these four picks, like both of them on both sides are really good. Although Earthshaker's a bit tanky, so that's nice. Imagine if you can be glimpsed back into a good Echo Slam. Now that would be cool. What if that's gonna happen? During the laning phase, also both teams will be equal. How you say in their ability to harass the lane. I do think that the Radiant will have slightly better time because of the Voodoo Restoration, gonna give some sustain. The Dire don't have any healing ability, so that may give them the edge if they both have a try-on-try matchup. But it'll be a very small edge if you want to call it that. Waiting on that Radiant pickup. And they go for the Pugna. Alright, Pugna now. Pugna would probably go mid in this situation. I don't really think he'd go offlane. If he's going to go offlane against the Disruptor and Silencer, he's going to be crushed. But mid Pugna should be okay. Or it could be a carry Pugna. Either way, I don't think it's going to be offlane. Gives them a huge amount of pushing power, and does make it very scary to go up against this. If you go up against a triangle made of Earthshaker, Witch Doctor, and Pugna, I don't really think that you're going to have a fun time at all. So this is a really good pickup. It depends on how they play it, but it does seem to be pretty good for them so far. Let's see how the Dire are going to pick it up. One here that I don't think anyone's going to pick, but I would think is kind of interesting, would be the Lifestealer. Because, I mean, you're up against so much magic on both sides right now. And they go for the Clockwork. Clockwork is also a really good hero to take. On the off lane, he's pretty difficult to bring down, even for these three heroes. The Hookshot will be able to interrupt the Witch Doctor if he has a BKB, as well as the Pugna while he's channeling, so that's always good. And yeah, overall he's gonna be pretty strong. So They get their offlane, they get either their mid or their core. Not really sure. Both. The Radiant are keeping their lineup a bit more ambiguous. Gonna be hard to predict what they're gonna be doing. See what the Dire will do though. When you have the next pickup, who goes well against Clockwork? Their next pickup will either be their offlane or it will be their mid slash carry. We'll have to find out soon. An Alchemist. Okay, so Alchemist is. Oh man, this is another really open lineup. It's going to be the Alchemist carry or is it going to be mid? It's really hard. But Alchemist usually played as the mid role because it helps him get the ruins, either the bottom or top bounty ruin. One of the reasons they picked Alchemist here instead of earlier, I think, is because if you take him early, the enemy team counters with Ancient Apparition, which they could still do if the silencer is a mid silencer. So if they take Ancient Apparition, we'll know exactly what the silencer's role is gonna be. But I don't think they will take him. So far, I'll have to wait for the fourth die pick before we really see which side has the edge. Also, Alchemist brings another stun to the team. Although the stun damage is physical, which means if someone's hit by Decrepify, they won't take any damage. So they have to make sure that they, combo that correctly. I'm not sure how Acid Spray works with Decrepify. Don't know if you take damage or not. I think you still do, but it's hard to tell. Dota has so many complicated mechanics. It's like, wait, what works with what? I don't know anymore. See what the Dire are gonna go for. Clockwork, also one of the good things about him is that he does give them instant lockdown hook shot, although it is a bit harder to aim than the other stuns on the Radiant. And Battery Assault as well is pretty good. A good thing about Battery Assault is that you cast it, you might be able to stop both the channeling spells of the Witch Doctor and the Pugna. But it seems a little unlikely. And they take the Slark. Okay, no stun, but he is really good against all these heroes because of Dark Pact can remove a lot of these stuns and slows that are coming out of them. His ultimate's also really good. They don't have anything that can go through. Well, actually, they have Pugna's Nether Blast as well as the Fissure and the Acid Spray. Okay, I say there's nothing that goes through it, then I list out like 3 things that go through it. But even so, with the Shadow Dance, they really can't control him so well. Thanks to that. They don't have any AoE ability that's channeled like an Enigma's Black Hole or RP or something like that. They could throw a Fissure or an Echo Slam to get him, but he can always Dark Pact out of that, so it's a bit difficult to control the Slark. We'll have to wait and see how well they do against him. And he's probably going to be a core Slark because the Clockwork is going off lane. So we'll have to wait last pick to see if the Silencer is going to be a mid or not. But I'm pretty sure he's going to be a support Silencer. When it comes to one thing that both teams, the Radiant team does better is that they're better at roaming. Witch Doctor and Urshik are a bit better roamers than the Dire Side Silencer and Disruptor. Clockwork roams pretty well once he's level 6, but until then it'll be up to the support to do the roaming, and Radiant are better at that. Last 2 bans come out, Queen of Pain and Necrophos. So Queen of Pain, that means that they assume that the Dire are looking for a mid. As for Dire, they ban Necrophos. I'm not exactly sure why they do that, but because I don't really see where Necrophos goes. I mean, he could jungle Ancients, but that's been removed, so that's not gonna happen. Yeah, I'm really not sure why they banned out the Necrophos. Who would the Radiant pick up? They only have like 11 seconds of extra time, so I'm guessing they're gonna go for an off lane, probably an off lane. Maybe a Bristleback would be good. Not quite sure. The Bristleback, yeah, Bristleback could be pretty good. And Wind Ranger, so they bring even more control. They have so much stuns on this team, and one thing that Wind Ranger is really good at is that her Wind Run protects against a lot of the physical damage coming out from the Slark. Alright, so now it's Dire's last pick. Who would they go for? It's really hard. They have to get a mid lane, I'm assuming, and they already banned out the Templar Assassin as well as the Queen of Pain. Gyrocopter sometimes goes mid, but that's not gonna happen a lot. Who's another mid? Leshrac has been nerfed, so he's not as popular. Lina as well has been nerfed a little, but she's still almost as strong, I'd say, as before. Who else? Storm Spirit has pretty much been phased out of the meta. Nobody likes him anymore. Poor fat guy. Well, actually, he's not fat anymore. He used to be fat, but now he's not. Ember Spirit sometimes played as a mid, but against an Alchemist would be a bit rough on him. Dragon Knight, I think, would be an actually decent pickup, because if you go up against Alchemist, all your armor is going to be good against the Acid Spray, and you can harass him with Breath of Fire. So I would think Dragon Knight might be a good pick. And they take the Ember Spirit. Alright, Ember Spirit, pretty good. Although his when he can't use Sleight of Fist against Pugna, anyone who's been decrepified, or Wind Ranger when she's wind running. So that's something. I don't know how well he does against the Alchemist, assuming it's an Alchemist mid. If not, if he goes up against the Wind Ranger, the lane will be slightly tougher for him, or not. I'm not quite sure how he matches up against both these heroes in comparison, but I don't think he does too well against either of them. Wind Ranger's range, and melee against range is pretty hard, and Alchemist has his Acid Spray spam, which is also going to be pretty difficult for him to handle. But he does bring them the chains, which is going to help them out a little. He's really good against magic damage, which the Radiant side have a ton of magical damage, so he's going to be able to block out a lot of it. We'll have to wait and see how the lanes pan out, though. I'm pretty sure he's going to be a mid-Ember Spirit, though. Waiting for the two teams to pick up. Alright, let's put down the last hits denies. And we'll introduce the Dire side. On the Dire side, we have Daddy on the Slark. I've been looking for him my whole life. Disruptor on Russian characters. See for yourself on the Silencer. Ubermaster on the Clockwork. And lastly, we have CC Fungus on the Ember Spirit. Looks like he's going to be rushing bottle. On the Radiant side, we have the Hola, or Ola, on the Witch Doctor. We have John on the Earthshaker. Shikai on the Wind Ranger. Pugna on the LLAP, or is it LLAP? I'm not sure. And Alchemist going mid by Mogwai. I think that's how his name is pronounced. Looks like the Radiant wants to secure the top ruin. Dire as well. Of course, the early bounty rune gives 5 times. Of course, all the runes give 5 times the amount to Alchemist, but the early bounty rune gives him 500 gold because it's double. And looks like he has that nice Midas hat. Well, it's not exactly a hat, but item. Radiant put a ward here. They really they care about the Alchemist farming. As for the Dire side, they want to ward up this and block the camp. This gives them vision, and this is, I guess, to help them deward later. Not quite sure. Looks like we might have an engagement here. Silencer doesn't have his ability yet. Fissure taking on the Earthshaker. Looks like the Dire won't be going for this. It's kind of hard to go up against all of this. And Alchemist looks like he's gonna get nice voodoo. Nice cast coming out, and looks like they trade Alchemist. Starts out with that 500 gold extra. Clockwork gets the bounty rune for bottom. So bottom lane, is it going to be bounty against the Wind Ranger? Should be even, really. Bounty Hunter, as long as he has the shield, yeah. With a stout shield, he'll be doing fine. He really won't take that much damage. You can also, some people build him Tranquil Boots. He'll be good against her. He has not as much armor as I thought, actually. So it's going to be top lane that we're going to be seeing most of the action. Mid lane, of course, like we said, Ember Spirit against the Alchemist, and top lane will be the try lane. The Radiant side really want to go aggressive with this, and I think I give them a slight edge on this. We'll have to wait and see. Slark will have difficulty farming against 2 range, but there is also 2 range on the Radiant side. However, on the Dire side. However, since the Pugna is the one farming, should be relatively easy for him. We'll have to wait and see how it goes, though. But so far, Slark kept rather at bay, and it's going to be a bit difficult for them. Radiant also have a good ward here, so they can see rotations from the mid lane as well as what the enemy team is doing. They haven't blocked the camp, but it looks like they won't really need to. I'm trying to keep my eye on here because I feel like first blood's going to happen here. And the moment you look away, someone's going to die. It looks like Ember Spirit actually taking a lot of damage mid lane. And like I said, he's just not going to do that well against the Acid Spray spam. His armor is 1. It does quite a lot of damage, actually. I mean, it does 20 damage per second. That's not something he can just shrug up. And top lane looks like we might be losing the Pugna to the lightning. He eats the tank. Oh, he might have to self. Living by like what, 2 HP? And he does self. Alright, he selves later. I thought he'd have to self to save his life, but just barely surviving. Basically, one of those branches was what kept him alive, as well as using a tango. That was really close. That was really close. Alright. 2-minute mark, looks like the Ember Spirit actually gets the Bounty Ruin, which is not something that the Alchemist wants to happen to him. And there's a courier just walking around here with boots. You should be careful. And I don't know why he went bottom. I mean, they have a ruin that sees the Bounty Ruin, don't they? So why did he go bottom? I'm not sure. Maybe the Ember Spirit just moved faster than he could. Level 2 is up on the Pugna. Pugna is taking Nether Ward. Earthshaker looks like he hasn't decided yet what to take. It's pretty hard to decide. And Wishak actually going for the Maldic. I would have gone for Wood with Restoration. A tri-lane with Restoration is usually better, I'd say. Maldic, the early levels are not that good, and you want early levels. Okay, cast comes out, jumps between a couple of heroes, but it's not really enough. And they throw the Nether Ward. Nether Ward, right now, the effect of it is not that amazing. It doesn't really show its effect. It's, well, actually it's doing okay. But yeah, they should be able to kill it pretty easily. Are they going to kill? There you go. Only 20 gold. I believe you get 20 gold per level of Nether Ward. And Earthshaker goes for Enchanted Arm. Okay. Mid lane, looks like the Ember Spirit is doing okay against the Alchemist. 14 and 2 to the 12 and 2 of the Ember Spirit. But again, the Acid Spray spam is gonna... You know, this is what it does. It keeps him out of range. He can't do anything. He can't come close to last hit. And top lane, oh shit, we might have an engagement. Nice Nether Blast on 3 heroes. Maldic comes out on 2. Can they get the kill? Looks like Slark is probably... Yep, Slark is gonna die. And he does fall. Now, Disruptor... Oh dear, they might be able to get the kill on the Silencer. They do, so it's 2 kills. And Glimpse comes out. Glimpse him back 2 inches. Not gonna make any difference. And First Blood, as well as a double kill coming out of the Radiant side. So this is what I was talking about. I did think the Radiant would have a slight advantage in the top lane, and they do. Now he should be able to see this, and he goes for the top run. I don't get it. He knows that the bounty rune should be bottom, because he knows, okay, if the top is damaged, makes sense that the bottom would be the bounty rune. And Ember Spirit just immediately goes for it. Now he's wasting his time by thinking about it, and he's like, alright, I'll just go back to the lane. I don't think he's playing this well at all. I mean, you know, of course he's winning the lane. Congrats to him, but he could have taken 2 extra bounty runes. That's like at least 550 gold extra. But I think it's around exactly 530. I'm not quite sure. But yeah, instead he went to get the other rune. I don't know why he'd do that. Alright, Rocket coming up from the Clockwork. And bottom lane is the one lane we haven't talked about. They might be going for the Pugna here. Pugna gonna be so nice fissure. And will he be able to make it out alive? Okay, Pugna doesn't make it out, but he's playing pretty aggressively for a guy who's pretty low life right now. Alright, bottom lane I want to talk about for a little bit. Looks like Wind Ranger is doing a bit better than the Clockwork, but I wouldn't say she's beating him by much. 6 CS isn't really a huge difference. He went for the Tranquil Boots, so that's going to keep him alive. Wind Ranger looks like she's going for a phase, and he does have his hook shot. Does he really want to go for it though? It's risky. I don't think he will. It'll be hard. If he could hook shot her, but he doesn't have enough mana for a follow up. Should probably consider getting some sort of mana regen. Alright, Slark caught a bit out of position. Has 2 points in pounds. Oh, nice stun coming out here, but it's not gonna be enough to get a kill. I don't know why he doesn't have a point in Dark Pact. I think you should have 1 point in every skill by level 3 in this lane, because you're going to be up against a bunch of stuns and everything. And crap, I knew that was going to happen. I had a feeling. Let's see what happens. Alright, Shackle Shot comes out. I think she's going way too close and pays for it with her life. Somehow it seemed like Lockwood was going to get the kill. Let's give it a vote. And he does, and he doesn't even have to use his hook shot. So now he can teleport back to his base, get some mana, and maybe go out and help the top lane or the mid lane. Both of them could use some help. Since I won't say he won his lane, but he did, you know, get a kill on it. Alright, so Witch Doctor has 2 points in his stun. Looks like he's gonna go for early Magic Wand. Magic Wand, one of the Magic Stick in general, just a great item to have in any tri lane. 2 points in Fissure. I would have thought he would have gone for a point in Aftershock, maybe help him out. I think he's saving for an Arcane Boots. Wind Ranger died. Phase Boots has 2 points in Wind Run. Bit odd. Putin has the one going for Mech. Has a point in everything for now. And sorry, 2 points in Nether Blast. And it's probably just gonna max out, gonna help him push. And they do see the Dire do see that there's a Witch Doctor here. Looks like he wants to stack up for the Alchemist. You want to hit at the 53 second mark, and there you go, nice stack. Of course, stacking now, it's still good, of course, but creeps are a bit harder to bring down compared to before. Oh dear, looks like we might have a situation here. Oh crap, I missed it completely. Looks like must have been a hook shot and they get a double kill. And Clockwork did rotate top and was able to help his team out. Will he be able to survive? It's only level 1 Maledict, he should be okay. Alright, so two kills for them. And of course, as the game goes on, the kills become more and more important. Nice jump by the Slark, gonna get a latch on, and they are able to get the kill. So they killed everyone in the trial and they were able to, I wouldn't say win it, because I mean it's still even, but now it's pretty much on even ground. Alright, so it's an 8-minute mark and Bounty is already going top Ruin. Bit risky for him. Should probably, yeah, there he goes, activates his, and he gets it finally. Should be about 200 and, oh wait, he's taking a bit of damage. Is he gonna throw out the stun? It doesn't look like he wants to engage, and charges up the stun. The moment he throws it, he's slowed, and he's gonna go for the disruptor. Gets glimpsed back, a nice glimpse, but it's not enough to save the disruptor. Good kill by the Alchemist. Clockwork's here, has his hook shot if he wants to go for it. Will he? No, decides not to. And good thing he went for the Bounty Ruin this time. Well, actually, good thing that it spawned for him. It could, anything else could have spawned for him. And Clockwork gets the double damage. We're gonna help him get a kill or two. And let's switch over to the net worth of Alchemist, predictably number 1. But Ember Spirit is not that far behind. Did he leave a remnant? Yeah, he left a remnant. So it's gonna help him come back to the lane pretty fast. He left a remnant and he's farming. Okay, there's disruptors on his team, so he won't be glimpsed back or anything. Wind Rage, it looks like she took a lot of damage from the Clockwork. Clockwork used his hook shot, and looks like he's gonna go for Blade Mail next. I guess you could turn on Blade Mail and take a few hits from the Nether Wart. Does it reflect damage? Because I know that Witch Doctor's ultimate does not reflect Blade Mail, so I'm wondering, does the Pugna, when someone's hit by Nether Ward and they have Blade Mail, does it reflect the Pugna? I think not. I think it's considered like a separate unit. Okay, not the best block, but they should be able to get him. Yeah, he's dead. Yeah, I think he wanted to try and block him on this side and not that side, but worked out for them anyway. 4-4 is the score right now, and both sides, let's see, experience roughly in favor of the Rain by about 1k. Gold, of course, also in favor of the Rain because they have the Alchemist. And it's going to be the 10-minute mark. They don't have any vision of either of the ruins, so Alchemist really doesn't know which ruin he's going to get. And okay, lucky again, he gets the Bounty Ruin. Ruin control, because very important for the Alchemist. And looks like the Disruptor is not going for any points in kinetic field. I don't think this is a good choice. I think you can max Thunderstrike, you can max Glimpse, but you cannot not put a point in kinetic field. He can go like 1-4-1 or 4-1-1, although 4-1-1 is kind of pretty useless for the Glimpse range. But oh, and they smoke like right in front of the ward vision. And can he get a kill here? Nice! Using the triple remnant trick for extra damage. And looks like they didn't need him in the end. I think they did smoke in right in front of it. Looks like Earthshaker does have his arcane boots. Rocket coming up here. They have a nice ward to see any rotation coming up. And looks like jumping in. Can he get the kill? He does use his ultimate. And okay, hook shot. Not exactly the best, but is able to land on the Pugna. They are able to get the kill. Nice glimpse on the Earthshaker. Gonna get him as well. So it's 3 kills across the map basically for the Radiance, for the Dire side. Well, of course, Alchemist still number 1 on net worth. Ember Spirit should be okay. Oh no, now he's not gonna be okay. Or he jumped in when he really shouldn't have. That Fire Remnant was way too aggressive. He should have thrown a Fire Remnant and chased after him, so he had an escape mechanism. Instead, he used his escape mechanism to jump in, and it did not work out well for him at all. Witch Doctor sticking with his Maledict build. I really don't think he should, but that's what he's gonna go for. Wind Ranger. Looks like she was able to take down the bottom tower. Has the phase boots. Ring of Battle is a bit of an odd item that we don't see that often. She's also going for more points to Wind Run rather than Shackle Shot. Apart from the Silencer with his glaives and the Ember Spirit, I wouldn't say they have... Oh, and of course Slark. Their right click doesn't seem that impressive to me, but I don't know. This is what she wants to go for. Ember Spirit really using those Fire Remnants aggressively, and looks like they're going to be able to get the kill. And oh, nice bounce here. And will they be able to do anything? Earthshaker does not have his Echo Slam yet. If he did, he would have been able to turn that around. And nice Decrepify keeping him alive. Looks like they are able to kill the Ember Spirit. And nice Pugna keeping his calm, getting 3 kills. The Witch Doctor does fall, but well worth it. And again, this Ember Spirit using his remnants offensively just has not worked for him at all. This reminds me of Arteezy's Ember. Ooh, maybe I shouldn't have said that. Pugna, does he have his mech? Should be, yeah, he should have it right about now. And mech, of course, can give them a ton of sustain. They would have more sustain if they had Wood Restoration, though. What level is he, though? He's level 6, he has his ultimate. Alchemist, still farming mid, just farming away, 3k instead of ahead of the Ember Spirit, but really not Ember Spirit's fault, apart from that, the couple of deaths that he did. And he has a Radiance. The thing about Radiance Rush is that you really have very little survivability. Sure, he has a ton of regeneration, but his actual health pool is not that huge, and his armor is pretty crappy. With the mech, though, he should be fine, and they'll be scared to fight into this. Radiance Alchemist, now that's a scary engagement to go into. Alright, 8 for 8. Ember Spirit going in. Again, using his remnants offensively. What the hell? But they are able to get 2 quick kills, and can they kill the Alchemist? Alchemist does have the Envy Ruin, and uses it very wisely. He could still stick to them and burn them if he wants, and that looks like what he's gonna do. He's just gonna nice. He activates his Blade Mail. Yeah, I think he should actually just stick mid lane. And do they could see him? Yeah, they do see him because of the Sentry Ward. And Alchemist. Oh, dude, no, why? 2 intelligence stone. How much does he have actually? The Silencer. 14. Wow. He's been involved in. Well, it says only 6 kills, but it must have been near at least a 7th one to get that one. Holy crap, 14 intelligence and 14 miss, that's actually really good. And Graf is going to shoot down. Gold, not as much because... although killing the Alchemist gives you a huge advantage because he's so much of the net worth. Slark doesn't have much apart from power tools. I like that he maxed out Pounce. The 2 points nice shift is okay. I feel like it's not that great, and it looks like Ember Spirit is gonna fall again. I'm not sure what happened, but looks like Clockwork does not have his hook ready yet. He's gonna going to try to get the Earthshaker. Can he get it? Can he get it? Can he get it? He sees him. Oh damn! Unlucky. If he had teleported here, he might have been able to make it out alive. Now Clockwork should be able to survive. Clockwork has done so much work for his team. 4-0 and 7. Shackle Shot comes out, does latch, and he doesn't even have enough mana to use his Blade Mail. I think he's dead. Unfortunate, but that's what happens. Silencer, still haven't seen him use his ultimate. He's going for Arcane Boots. The thing about Arcane Boots Silencer is that you really don't benefit much from your glaives. I mean, it doesn't benefit you guys. I'd rather see them go for Power Treads, but it's a personal choice. They want Arcane Boots, I think, for the whole team. Maybe he's going to go for Guardian Greaves. In that case, I suppose it's worth it. Ember Spirit, for once, not using his remnants to go in. He's died kind of too much, to be honest. Anyway, what does Disruptor have? Disruptor does have a point in Kinetic Field now, finally. I'm not sure what he's going to build next. But good warding. Even though I might have made fun of his no Kinetic Field build, but his warding so far has been quite excellent. Although they aren't able to push, they haven't been able to get a single tower compared to the Radiant side because their team is just not as good as pushing. I mean, you're up against a Pugna as well as the Alchemist with Radiance. It's not the easiest thing to push into. I hear a Shackle Shot. What the hell? Who is it? Alright, nice save by the Clockwork. Looks like the Ember Spirit got shackled. And we have engagement here. Can't glimpse because he's too far and it's only level 1. And he's going to teleport back to base. If he had Wood Restoration, he could have just healed himself. I really don't like the Witch Doctor Arcane Boots because the extra mana pool feels kind of pointless. I mean, when are you really going to use 800 mana? Are you going to turn Wood Restoration on until tomorrow? No. So you really don't need it. I feel like rushing. The urn is good. The wand is good. Get normal boots and just go for the Aghanims. We might have engagement top lane. He's going to go for the courier. He needs a couple more hits. It's not going to be enough. Silencer comes up and Pugna, they're not going to be able to get the kill. And Slark should be able to make that alive. He does have his Shadow Dance if he needs it. They should know that there's... Is there a ward here for the Radiant? No, because his ability is disabled. But the Silencer ultimate really not doing much. I think that was the first one. It didn't generate anything for the team. Disruptor's here. Can he? If he can glimpse her within? No, he can't glimpse her anymore. It's not gonna be able to send her back to the base. Shackle steps out. Bullshit angle, but whatever. And she goes in. Now he shackles her. It's gonna save his life. She's probably... Can she throw a power shot? Yes, and it's not gonna be enough to get the kill. I don't know why she wind ran right in front of him. I feel like she didn't need to do that, but I don't know. She could have just started hitting him a lot sooner. Ember Spirit's here. Ember Spirit so far has not really performed up to the standard that you'd expect, but he might be able to make up for that. Oh, hook shot misses, and she'll be able to make it out alive. Shaker actually has a bracer. That's not something you commonly see on him. I'm not sure he would get that. Clockwork has a 4-step. This Clockwork has a lot of mobility. Gonna help him out a lot. Look, Sansor's gonna go for an urn. You should have... Every team should have someone holding an urn. Ember Spirit getting... He's about 550 gold away from his Battle Fury, so should be alright. Looks like they're going to try to push on the tower here. Again, Acid Spray, Radiance, and Pugna's Nether Blast is just not easy to push. And looks like they won't be able to get the kill either. Radiants don't seem to be warding as much, or they've just been dewarded a lot because they are quite a lot of sentries. They only have 1 ward, 2 wards on the map, and this one's just got removed. Yeah, I was wondering, Slark earlier, his Shadow Dance was disabled while I was running here. I didn't know where the ward was exactly, but now I see it. Bottom lane, Clockwork. He is... Oh, nice power shot. I thought he might be able to make it. I thought she'd shoot straight here instead she shot in this angle. I don't know how to do it with a box. I could draw it on the map, but you can't see it. And it looks like the Radiant are doing some dewarding as well. Although I don't think there was any observer wards here to begin with, so not too big of a loss. Urn's now out on the Silencer. Urn, just such a good item on him. A bit of extra mana regen, some strength, and an extra kinda nuke. Alchemist pretty much doubling everyone's net worth, but that's what Alchemist does. It doesn't... The net worth graph when Alchemist is in the game is kind of, not accurate, because sure, he does give you a lot of gold, but he doesn't utilize it as well as and other heroes. I mean, imagine if you had a 12k net worth Void right now. Does anyone actually know who Faceless Void is, considering that we've never seen him in a game for like years or something? Alchemist is going to go for Manta, going to help him break out of a lot of these silences that they have. Ember Spirit finally has his Battle Fury, 20 minutes, and he kind of rushed it, so I feel like he should have gotten it a bit sooner, considering that he did die quite a few times. And it looks like the Radiant are going to be able to get their 4th tower right now. And there you go. Windranger has her Aghanims if she wants to go and buy. All she has to do is sell something. Ember Spirit does throw a Sleight of Fist. Slark has his SNY, pretty good item considering that they might need to engage very soon. So it's good to go for these cheaper mid-game items right now. Everyone is here. 5 of the Radiant, 5 of the Dire. Let's see what's gonna happen. Actually, if you zoom out far enough, you don't see the names. That's pretty cool. Alright, it looks like the smoke breaks, but I'm not sure what they were expecting. Silencer throws out his ultimate, and they do catch a couple of people, 3 people in the static storm. It's a huge ultimate. Shackle shot on 2. It's a 2-for-2 right now. Looks like look at it go. Is doing quite a lot of damage, but he does fall in the end. Can they get the kill? They should be able to get the kill on the Ember Spirit. It's alright. It looks like it's gonna be a team wipe, and they do lose 3 heroes. So very good fight for the Radiant. The ultimates from the supports was really good, I thought. both the Static Storm and the Silencers global were really good, but they just didn't seem to be able to kill them. And Radiance, of course, doing a lot of work in these long fights because the burn just stacks up. Another thing that I didn't mention though is that the chance to miss is going to be helpful against all these physical attackers. No one's going to be able to land their abilities if their auto attacks, sorry, if they're all being burned. Like Ember Spirit Sleight of Fist does miss, and Slark is going to be missing, as well as the Silencer. So yeah, that's something that they had to take into account. I don't like this. I don't think Curse of the Silent is worth it. If you either you max out or you don't take points in it. But this half-ass 1 point in is there's no point in it. It doesn't do enough at 1 point to make it worth it. It's just not worth it. You can't half-ass it. You have to full frontal assault basically with this skill. He plans to ward, and okay, good thing he's gonna throw a sentry, but he might die for his efforts because the Radiant side are kind of coming for him, and he's just gonna teleport out back to safety. Very smart, very smart. Earthshaker still doesn't have his Blink Dagger, which is gonna change the game hugely for them. Oh, but he might not have that chance. Looks like he might fall. Silencer just threw out the slow, and Earthshaker, the urn was a bit wasted, but should be okay. Alright, in the meantime, the Alchemist might fall. Instead, he does fall. Huge amounts of gold coming out for them. Again, 614 for the Alchemist, and Shack Shot does not latch. Nice cast coming out on 2, and Echo Slam, but what the hell was that? It completely whiffed, didn't hit anyone. And big jump in Silencer's ultimate comes out. Not really sure they needed it, but yeah, that Echo Slam was completely worthless. Didn't do anything for them. And Clockwork doesn't have his ultimate, so he can't chase this. Slark also, because he's just gonna retreat. So they lose. They do ping out the stack here. They see it. So they lost the Disruptor and they got 2 kills. Fight recap, yeah, it's a huge fight for them. That Echo Slam, what the hell was that? That was a pretty crappy Echo Slam, and they are able to clear this out. Okay, we're gonna have to discuss his skill build in a bit. There's really no point to go more points in Environment. Yes, you get 50 extra damage. Congratulations. But extra strats give you a couple of extra points in agility, a little bit more survivability, some extra mana, and even a tiny bit of armor. It is way better to go for extra points in stats than these extra remnant sorry, not extra remnant, but extra damage on the remnant. There's no point in it, honestly. It's kind of worthless. If you one buff that I would suggest that would make Ember Spirit worth it would be if you can have 2, 3, or 4 max per level. You get level 1 slightly nerfed, level 2 you get an extra charge, and at max level you'll have 4 fire remnants, and the damage will be huge. But it's really not worth it. Alright, and he does have a bit of gold on him. Let's see. Witch Doctor, again, not a fan of the Arcane Boots at all. Really wish he had just rushed for the Aghanims instead. Earthshaker, still no Blink Dagger. He fell. It's gonna be kind of late right at the moment. Windranger does have her Aghanims going and has her crit as well, so she's gonna be hitting really hard. What about Pugna? Pugna, he has Arcane Boots. So how many Arcane Boots do they have on team? 3? I mean, how much mana burn does the Radiant does the Dire have? They have Clockwork only. That's pretty much it. Looks like we have engagement here. Smoke is broken, and nice. Can he get? Oh no, he gets the cogs off. Only one, but he blocks it with his own body. Beautiful work, and looks like they're going to be able to kill the Windranger. Earthshaker is going to make it out alive. He didn't use his hook shot yet. Can he land it? He does land it. Beautiful hook shot. And looks like it's going to be a nice double kill. He can be glimpsed out? Yeah, he can just glimpse it back if he really needs to, but he doesn't need. What the hell? Last minute Echo Slam. That's 2 Echo Slams that I honestly think shouldn't have happened. He does buy the Blink Dagger though. That was a press all the buttons maneuver. He is able to get, and they do find another stack. Not a big stack, but good gold for the Disruptor. Alchemist, looks like he's going to start building Aghanims. Okay, alright. If he can build Aghanims for his team, then I guess the Arcane Boots is fine. I still think he should build it, and he should give the Aghanims to the other people, but, yeah, well. And, alright, nice, he's able to get him in the cogs, but I don't know if he'll be able to get the kill. Nice Sleight of Fist coming out, and he's able to use his remnants to just run away. Again, I really don't feel comfortable with his remnant use, and looks like the Witch Doctor's Voodoo Sorry, his ultimate gets stopped almost immediately. Witch Doctor, one more hit is gonna bring him down. Oh no, he doesn't actually kill him. Now he does, finally. And he is kind of stuck in a really bad situation and gets caught in a shackle. I don't know why he didn't just keep attacking you and use Shadow Dance to run away, but oh well. It's still a good fight for the dire side, although they did lose their core, so a bit expensive. Alchemist, yeah. Oh no. Oh, okay. I thought this was going to be an Agonist for his team, but no, he's going to make Soul Boost Octarine, I'm guessing. Yeah, everyone on his team can make an Aghanim upgrade. I would have thought he would consider making it and give it out like ice cream, because if you can give it up to the Wind Ranger, then she doesn't need to get an Aghanim. You can just give it to her, and she can use that 4.2k gold to make like an MKB if she needed it, or a Molineer. Instead, she built it herself. Not sure about who else is gonna build it. Witch Doctor is gonna build it himself. Pugna is gonna probably build it after this. So yeah. One of the benefits of an alchemist is that he can give you Aghanims to your team, but he's not going to be doing that. Shackle Shot does latch to a tree, and Force Staff, nice. They Force Staff him twice. And Glimpse back, beautiful Glimpse, but not sure they want to go for it. Ooh, okay, the cask comes out. That's an annoying cask. Barely max range, does kill him, and he tries to hook his friend, but that didn't happen. Poor fellow. And he's going to be building his Aghanims. Will the Radiant try to push through this? Again, the level 1 Curse of the Silent doing so much work, or not. It's a bit hard. Ember Side Fist doesn't seem to be good enough. Oh, nice Shackle on 2. They're gonna go for it. Nice Echo Slam, finally. Beautiful fissure. And it looks like they're gonna be able to get the clean up here. Slark is here, but I think he doesn't want to be there anymore. The Decrepify comes out. The Decrepify blocks the damage from Witch Doctor's ultimate. Now we know. What's it called again? Death Ward. Alright. And that shackle opened up so much, and the Earthshaker followed up beautifully. Oh, Curse of the Silent! Look at that damage! Curse of the Silent. Good god. You either max it or you don't put points in it. And they're just gonna rax it. Okay, he's going in. Nice ultimate by the Silencer. Can they get a kill? But looks like the Pugna can just BKB and Alchemist can just Manta, and they're both fine. Can they get this? Looks like they're gonna lose the Clockwork, and they might also lose the Slark as well. Slark, they already lost the Silencer. Slark managed to dodge the Power Shot, taking a bit of damage, but he's gonna be fine. And he glimpses the Alchemist back to his teammates. I really think the Radiant shouldn't be here. They got what they needed to. This is just asking for trouble. Slark doesn't take a shackle. Looks like he might fall. He does die. Now it's time for the Disruptor. I don't think Disruptor is gonna make it out of here alive. They do kill the Witch Doctor in the back line, as well as the Earthshaker. The Ember Spirit must have done a lot of work just now. Yeah, they lost 3 people. They didn't need to. So I honestly don't think that they should have stayed behind. They got their objective, and Wind Ranger. Can they see her? Can they see her? Wait, what? Oh well. She was hiding there for quite a bit. Looks like she's probably gonna die. Yep, she does. Alright, I want to see. Were they able to see her just now? No! Holy crap, you can hide here? You can just hide there if you want. There you go. Impressive. Ah, he has an MKB. That explains it. I thought he might miss. That was a bit odd. Clockwork maneuver. He doesn't have Aghanim, so hook shot. It does still have a sizable cooldown. And yeah, they got the kill, but 14k net worth advantage. Again, a lot of it's on the Alchemist, but that's huge. Looks like Witch Doctor is only 700 away from his Aghanim's upgrade. Pugna does have the Guardian Greaves. Does anyone have mech on the dire side? That's one of the things that they're lacking, is sustain. They just don't have the healing. Earthshaker, what's he saving up for? Hard to tell. Wind Ranger, looks like she's gonna go for Daedalus. More damage is always good. Pugna, I really think he should go for the Aghanims eventually. I've noticed though that they are very good against the Silencer right now. They have the Manta Split as well as the Pugna BKB. Every time Silencer uses ultimate. We might have engagement here. No. Every time Silencer uses his ultimate, these two guys just pop their abilities, and there you go. It's just going. Okay, Alchemist. Now he's build. Okay, definitely he's building a Aghanim. But who's gonna get it? I'm guessing he's gonna give it to the Pugna. And will they be able to get the kill? Okay, Chains does come out, and it looks like they should be able to kill the Witch Doctor. Holy crap! Witch Doctor beats the Disruptor basically, considering that he had much less life. Witch Doctor, what a man! I mean, yeah, he died, but he fought that like a real guy. Although he got his kill afterwards, so he doesn't get any experience from it. But it's okay. Slark, what's he making next? He does have the Skull Basher and the SNY. So what's he gonna make next? Scuddy seems to be the likely option, I'd say. Disruptor making his Aghanims are gonna be able to disable items. That way, if he can put them in Static Storm, then they can't do anything they can't BKB like before. Silencer hasn't made much progress on anything. Clockwork still waiting for him. And Ember Spirit looks like he's going to be making a second Battle Fury. He has the MKB. I don't mind it. I think the second Battle Fury is going to be fine, but I do kind of wish he has crit as well eventually, because you want to get some of that burst damage. If you can, you know, fist people and you do critical damage to them, well, actually fisting does kind of hurt your intestines. But if you can do it and you crit them a couple of times, that's a lot of damage. Wait. Alchemist. Just an illusion, of course, gonna fall. And looks like they're considering smoking up. There is a dire ward here that spots them, so if they do smoke, this whole movement is seen. Looks like they're just gonna go back to their base and sit there. I have this ward. This is pretty damn aggressive, considering that I don't really think they'll be leaving their base for a while. Should probably get a ward like here or a ward here. Alchemist has his ward. He must have. Is it on the way? Or does he have it? No, it's on the way. Probably gonna give it to the Pugna, considering that Witch Doctor almost has his own, and Windranger does have one. Earthshaker, the extra damage is nice, but it's not as big of a deal. And Earthshaker actually gonna go for the Shivas, so definitely gonna give it to the Pugna. Come here, Pugna. Okay. He's gonna have to drop his bottle, I think, to pick it up. There you go. And he has it. Okay. Looks like in the meanwhile, Ember Spirits is pushing the top lane. Not sure why he didn't just leave a remnant there or something, but he does have the double Battle Fury. Now the most important thing is who has buyback, and the only person who has buyback on the dire side is the Silencer that's going in. Again, Static Storm just not doing anything. Ember Spirit is able to get a lot of damage come out though. Can they get a kill on anyone? They already killed 3 of them. Looks like the Pugna is gonna fall, and now the Alchemist, it might be a complete team wipe with no losses whatsoever. And no, they do lose the Ember Spirit. They almost lost the... Oh, they do lose the Slark. Slark apparently wanted to leap or something. Slark killed by the Nether Blast. Holy shit. But still a huge fight for the dire side. Even gonna give them... Well, I don't know if it gives them the lead, but that Ember Spirit, he used his Slider Fist 3 times. That's some... Yep, look at that experience. Just shot down, gold. Okay, it's taking a pretty severe dive, but I don't think the Radiant can just jump in and get the kill just because they have a lot of gold on their Alchemist. Alchemist just doesn't seem tanky, does he? I don't feel like you should get Assault Cuirass and Heart on that guy, or Armlet and stuff like that. I mean, he has 3 items that are kind of pointless. What the hell does the Quelling Blade give you, or the bottle? 3 items, sorry, 2 items, yeah. Boost of Travel is of course good. These 3 are okay, these 4 are okay, but yeah, it's not enough. What the hell does a Quelling Blade give you? I don't get it. Witch Doctor looks like he's gonna have his Aghanim for the next fight. I don't think he was able to use his Death Ward at all. In fact, him and Earthshaker were pretty much destroyed at the beginning of that fight, which kind of explains why they lost it so badly. Is maxing Chant Totem worth it? I don't know, because when you put more points in Chant Totem, it's like, what are you getting out of it? Hard to tell if he's going to be landing any physical attacks. When she does have her Daedalus, she will hit hard if she can get a few hits going. But she's up against the MKB Ember Spirit, so it's not going to be as easy to land her hits. Pugna does have his Aghanims, but we'll see what he can do with it. He did survive through the Static Storm, but now it's going to be an Aghanims upgrade Static Storm, so if you're hit by this, you're not going to be casting anything. Slark, yeah, he's definitely going for the Skadi. Dire Warding is, I guess, is still very aggressive. I'm surprised they're not playing this in a more defensive manner. I mean, this ward is pretty defensive, but the other wards are pretty aggressive, and they really don't want the Radiant. Did they see the smoke? Looks not. It's about to expire. It must have been cast a long time ago. Alright, they're inside the Roche pit. They're gonna go for it. Oh, this is. Oh, he walked out. That's very risky. He walked out and walked back in, and that gives them a clue. There you go. That was a bit of a waste of time. Oh, glimpse back. He's dead. I thought he had his blink dagger, but that's not gonna be enough. Silencer, how much? 32 stolen intelligence. Now he's maxing out the Curse of Silence. At this point, I really don't think it's worth it, but if he's gonna build Aghanims and a Refresher, then it's worth it, I suppose. He does have almost 4.2k, and Alchemist not hit by the kinetic field. Ultimate coming out from the Silencer. Can they do anything here? Okay, Aghanims. What's it called? Life Drain coming out. Disruptor seems to be okay for now. Oh, Shackle Shot on 2. Beautiful. And looks like they're going to be able to get the kill on both of them. Beautiful work by the Wind Ranger. They have buyback. Both of them have buyback. Both the Clockwork has buyback, but the Silencer, the Disruptor does not. They might be able to get this kill. It's gonna be a bit bad extension if it bad overextension if they fall here. Okay, they are able to kill the Silencer. Silencer does have buyback, hasn't used it, but Ember Spirit is here. Ember Spirit, can they do anything? Oh, he's being healed up. Why does he turn off his radiance? He turned off his radiance. What the hell was that? When you turn off your radiance, you don't miss. They don't miss. Although against the Ember Spirit now, the radiance is kind of worthless, but that was really weird. And he buys back? No, I don't know. So those were some questionable plays just now. First, he turned off his radiance in a fight. There's no benefit to turning it off. Even if you don't cause the enemy to miss, you at least do some damage. And now he bought back. Why did he buy back? I don't know. It's weird. It's not like they were anywhere near his base. Alchemist seems to be not playing as well as he should, honestly. Those are some weird decisions he's making. On their side, they only have the Pugna who has buyback. Ember Spirit's probably gonna saving up for a Demon Edge. What's he gonna buy next? Sell his ball, get something else. Does he have a remnant anywhere? I know he's using it somewhere, but I can't tell where he put it. Is it in his base? No. Alright. Late game, I don't think that... I mean, both sides scale pretty well into late game. Witch Doctor with Death Ward and Aghanims is fantastic late game. Of course, Earthshaker, once the BKBs are low enough and you can get a good jump in, he's great. Oh wait, and he's dead actually. Of course, Wind Ranger is one of the best. Pugna is okay late game. One of the things though is that he's not very good against BKB, and looks like they're just going to be able to kill this Wind Ranger. Silencer Ultimate comes back, and they are able to glimpse the Alchemist. Remember, he just bought back. If he falls, this is going to create such a big opening for them. 106 seconds without them. That decision to buy back earlier is going to come out and bite him in the ass so hard right now. Because they're just going to be pushing into the base, and there's nothing he can do about it. Disruptor? Okay, it's fine. Scallied up on the Slug, and he's the one who is holding the Aegis. Disruptor, not much item progress, but he's saving for gold. Silencer, 4.2k gold. I'm guessing he's collecting interest from the bank, because there's really no point in having this much. Any item you want, you can buy it. Clockwork. Oh, nice. He's hanging for a while, and he's gonna be able to get a kill out of this. And looks like they're trying to keep him alive, but he should have turned on. Why didn't he turn on Voodoo Restoration? I'm a bit surprised. I'm not saying he would have saved him, but might have helped a little bit. All right, so they're gonna have to fight this without their Witch Doctor and without their Alchemist. It's a 5-on-3 fight. If the Radiant can hold this, it'll be on the back of Earthshaker's Echo Slam. And so much for that. Pugna's gonna be surviving. What the hell was that? He Echo Slammed on one person. And what the hell is it shackled to? It looks like it's shackled to a creep. It looks like Windranger is gonna fall here. Clockwork, it does die, but I don't know if it's not gonna be enough. Pugna buys back, and the Glimpse actually saving him for now. Oh dear. They don't have any buybacks that they can use right now. By the way, it looked like she shackled him to the building, but there was a creep there. What the hell was that shackle shot? Oh man. No Pugna, no Windranger. The Echo Slam was a complete that's not to say whiff, but he just walked in and Echo Slammed the nearest person. He didn't even blink. And they're just gonna make it out of there. Oh, okay. Slark still going for this pretty aggressively. They are able to kill the Witch Doctor. Can they kill? Don't think they'll be able to kill the Alchemist. Slark just gonna walk out of range and just heal fine. He still has the. Oh no, he lose stage. Okay. Daedalus gonna be coming out of the Ember Spirit. He can actually bite if he wants to. So with 2 Battle Furies, MKB, and Daedalus, what more could you ask for from this Ember Spirit? I mean, he's gonna sell his ball and replace it, but after that he's pretty much full on items. Okay. Will they consider going in? I mean, there's no Earthshaker ultimate. They do have, and all their ultimates are ready. Then again, the Clockwork's not here, which is he's been their big initiator. He's done a lot of good plays for them. Veil of Discord now out on the Disruptor. Windranger can't get close, can't shackle. Alright, so experience 25k for the Dasher. 25k, that's huge considering that, I mean, they're not that far ahead in kills. 15k gold, wow. Alright, Slark might be caught out of position. He should have known that his ultimate was not active, and is he gonna pay for this with his life? Maledict is out on him, but it's not gonna kill him. Oh, kind of surprised he made out of that situation alive, considering that they have so many stuns. They should have been able to get the kill. And Ember Spirit, Silencer ultimate. It looked like he was kind of fine, to be honest. Nice Battle Fury, Sleight of Fist, and start going in. But remember, he doesn't have his ultimate. That is a bit too much. Maybe they should consider healing the Witch Doctor. They are healing the Witch Doctor. Now they cut the Disruptor. Is this the turnaround? Can they get him? And okay, Slark doesn't have buyback if they keep going for this. They'll have to kill some sort of tower or barracks to get it. Disruptor does have buyback, but 60 seconds without the Slark. They're pinging bottom. Radiant, are they gonna go for it? It's okay, Ember Spirit. If he kills this, then Slark will have enough for buyback, I think. Yep, there you go. Slark has buyback now, and Disruptor does buyback. Slark's not gonna use it yet. They're gonna go for the ranged racks first because, of course, it doesn't heal. And Ember Spirit, even if they do this, they trade. Holy crap! He just one-shots him with a Sleight Fist, and they catch them in the Static Storm Kinetic Field combination. I'm not sure what the hell the Earth Spirit was doing walking in. It looks like we might lose the Pugna as well. Alchemist is gonna fall. Windranger actually buys back, but the buyback's usage by the Radiant has been very odd. She buys back, she has no way to get to the fight. So what was the point? I mean, if she was gonna buy back and defend, that's okay, but no one was there at the time. Alright, Ember Spirit gonna go for this, and she's dead. Should have shackled a bit sooner, I think. Alchemist has bought back. This is a disaster for the Radiant side. Okay, Alchemist, he has no way of keeping the Ember Spirit in place. If he had something like a Abyssal Blade, he might be able to kill him because you attack pretty damn fast when you're in this form. Ember Spirit, again with that weird remnant use. Holy shit, he almost killed him just by using Sleight of Fist one time. Alright, can he get him? Can he get him? Searing Chains? Oh, okay, he didn't use Searing Chains. Stark is here. Jumps in, looks like he might be able to... One bash! No bash is coming out. Okay, Earthshaker. Just wanted to give him a nice enchant totem, I guess. Alright. Okay, this is cool. Looks like his final item is gonna be the Desolator. I think more crit would have been a bit better, honestly. But this does help him take the buildings down. So if he's going for that sort of play, where he wants to get more buildings, then this is the better item, definitely. And now he can save up for buyback. He doesn't really need to buy anything anymore. Of course, you can get the level 2 boost of travel, but after that, there's nothing for him to buy. Just the buyback usage on the Radiant side has been so weird, hasn't it? I really don't know how they're playing it. The other side is going to be pushing in from the bottom lane. There's a sentry ward here, so he should be worried. Butterfly coming out on the slug. They don't have any sort of MKB. The only person who would build MKB would be Wind Ranger and maybe the Alchemist. Oh dear, that's a nice Sleight of Fist on 2 people. And they are going to get 1 kill. Can they get another? That was very unlucky. This ward here doing so much work. Alright, they jump in. Looks like they're gonna kill the Pugna as well. Witch Doctor's here. He uses his Death Ward. Oh man, it didn't go very far, did it? Alchemist throws his acid spray. What more could he do? CC Fungus spreading his germs or whatever fungus spread. What do they spread anyway? Seeds? I don't know. I really don't see any sort of hope for the Radiant side, and looks like they're just gonna fall. Nice manners coming out here from the Wind Ranger, and they do. Hey, he did skill the Silencer. How much intelligence did the Silencer steal? 56. That was huge. It looks like he traded his Arcane Boots for Boots of Travel. That's why you don't go Arcane Boots at all. It's a sucky item on certain heroes like Silencer and Witch Doctor. The games, I think up until they got the first tracks, the game was really going for the Radiant, but then it just kind of sucked for them. Now they're just gonna go and throne it. So well done. Oh, nice Echo Slam. Oh. You know, I was about to close the game. Alright, the game is over. Good job by the Dire side. I thought Radiant did pretty well themselves. Bunch of weird plays I really didn't understand, but I hope you enjoyed the cast. Thank you for watching.